If you're into uniform fashion, this one ought to just tickle the fancy of your color palette as we find out who dons the blue and yellow the best. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the FIU Panthers, just outside of Miami and Pit Bull Stadium. As we'll see, the Navy midshipmen taking on a team from Conference USA, the Florida International Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Panthers' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The midshipman offense is on the field to start this game. This guy has all of the battle scars. He's got all of the trust of this team, David, as he has been their leader, their warhorse throughout his career.
Yeah, and we've seen him. He's been very productive. He's proven taking his talents to a new team. And now he's got to show them what he's about. Great opportunity to start it off. Can he be the guy? Can he be the catalyst that takes this team to the next level?
He really is a guy you root for, too, I think, because he's waited his turn. He's found the right opportunity in the right situation. This is a guy everybody in the locker room absolutely loves. He has the ability to galvanize them and an opportunity to galvanize this fan base early in the season with a big game here right out of the gate.
Wants to throw. It's Tomlinson. Catch in the middle. It's Ware. And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Hold it.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on second down. Looking to fire. Caught behind the line. It's Butler. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Guys, we have a second here to talk about Navy. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat. And the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win. And if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room. So important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
This offense has it with really good field position. Looking to throw on first down. Looking down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Florida International. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll send the back in motion. To throw, it's Tomlinson. Caught over the middle. It's Blade. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The midshipman could get really aggressive here on second and short. The give out of the gun. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. It is the great equalizer, a way for the midshipman to be competitive. Nobody did it better on the ground than Keenan Reynolds.
And we're going to talk about it a lot throughout the ball game because Navy obviously runs the football first, second, third, then their fourth option might be to pass the football.
Oh, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there.
False start offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense getting set for first down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Throwing right. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window if the intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, Dave?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, mark it at the 47. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. He'll keep it himself. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Guys, let's chat a bit about Navy. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus, a number of guys they lost, among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yards.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Looking to throw, it's Tomlinson. Using the quick game. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
Third down, the focus of the defense has to shift. It has to change. We have to understand now exactly where the sticks are. We can't give up those plays for them to get beyond the sticks and get those first downs.
Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little gain because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Navy will have it with a 1st and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. We reach the break. It's FIU with the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Scanning the field, it's Tomlinson. Pocket breaking down. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Navy! Looking for the tie with the extra point. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Florida International offense is back on the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Makes a man miss. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. FIU pushing tempo.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
That's caught. It's Carter. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Quickly to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. FIU will line up to punt. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Special teams coming through as they pin him back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. And Navy will go back on the attack. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
On the option. Here's the handoff. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. The midshipmen got the explosive play on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to it. Back to pass. It's Tomlinson. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Grab near the marker. It's played. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those 1st downs, get those big chunks.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Knocked down at the 25-yard line, picked up 10 there, and gets a 1st down.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind, and it forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Butler. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Navy comes to the line facing 2nd and short. Off the play fake. Got it behind the line. It's Webb. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Man, oh man, how about that play by the linebacker? I'm thinking, I got to get the run, Oh, I see the quick pass, now I got to break on it and go catch this really, really fast guy over here. And how about the job he does, getting him on the ground, nowhere to go. Nice closing speed by that linebacker.
Navy now facing 3rd and short. He wants to change this route. To the air. It's Tomlinson. Good timing on the quick out. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Really nice job there of the quarterback reading coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on third down, setting up first and goal.
Navy will have it with a first and goal. They'll run the option. Touchdown, midshipman! Great job by the back on the option.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Carter. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The Panthers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to fire on second down. Right down the middle. He's got it. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Under fire. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
That is an example of a defender just stepping up and making a play. You just gave up a big completion down the field. That's not going to happen again. That's not happening on my watch. Right away, that D lineman decides to go after the QB, and he makes a big play.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Touchdown, Navy! The defense putting points on the board.
You know, the one thing that really worries head coaches coming into week 1 is ball security. You're worried about execution. This offense has done some good things early in this game, but you cannot put the ball on the ground because the defense will make you pay like they did right there, taking it all the way to the house.
He'll bring it out. It's Carter. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
Working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Looking for a man. It's Proctor. Rushes on him. Got rid of it just in time.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. FIU will line up to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Looking to throw on first down. He wants to take the top off. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Throws to the back. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. Dropping back, it's Tomlinson. Fires to the tight end. He gets it across the 40 and out of bounds at the 38. On second down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A really raucous environment there in Miami. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to start the second half.
That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
You don't see offensive pass interference called very often, so usually you know it's pretty blatant. It's pretty obvious. It's a severe push-off or, you know, obviously trying to break up a play so you don't give up a pick, but clear offensive pass interference on that play.
Shoots through that hole and picks up 5. He's out to the 11. FIU pushing tempo. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Plenty of time as he fires it to the right. Underneath toasted coverage. Got it deep downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Ice water in this quarterback's veins, man. Third play of the drive. It's 3rd and 10. You know the defense is expecting pass, but this quarterback, laser focus. He found the matchup. Great.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Now the play fake. Got it in the middle, it's Carter. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. And the Panthers are flying down the field.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It'd be interesting to watch this offense really down the stretch because they can't really have that balance, especially when they're going backwards. Like, they're down, they've got to put up some points, got to get some stops. I think this offense has to be aggressive, and I think it's going to have to be through the air.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The corners are walked up tight. They'll try to run for it. And they needed an inch, and they didn't get it. This defense gives up nothing, and you'll like it.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Krupp got enough space, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Panthers! Well, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Wake Forest is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but look at that score. This is a close game. They're up by a field goal over Arizona. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Tried to fight his way forward, but he didn't even make it back to the line of scrimmage.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Here comes the heat. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And finally the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Looking to pass. It's Tomlinson. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces the fourth down. Navy will have to punt it away. A low line drive and not his best work. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. The Florida International offense is back on the field. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far. And if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
The Panthers headed quickly to the line. The play action fake. Oh, they're after him. And the third down pass is incomplete. And here comes the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. And here comes the Navy offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They'll run play action. Under fire. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
The midshipman looking for a chunk play on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Tomlinson. And the deflection on 3rd down. How big is that? Forces a 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field then. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short.
Catch interference. Kicking team.
You got to give him room and let him catch the football, and if he's called for the fair catch, you just have to stay back. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision.
Breaks into the open. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
At the end of the quarter, Navy has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. With a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, FIU. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And Navy will go back on the attack. After that last scoring drive, old Uncle Mo has switched sidelines, and now they'll try to get it back while they're clinging to this lead. Dropping back, it's Tomlinson. Flips it out on the screen. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Guys, we have a second here to talk about Navy. Given the unrest surrounding this guy's future as the head coach, this would be a great way to get the season started.
Man, you want all the momentum you can get, and you want to quiet people down. You don't want it to get louder. The louder those murmurs talk about hot seat, and you have a tendency to lose your football team. It's a distraction. You have to talk about it all the time. So always nice, Palmer, to get off on the right foot.
You just got to be able to drown out the outside noise, right? Easier said than done. And with this win in week 1, they're going to silence the critics. But make no mistake, he's going to go into that locker room and say, everyone that's been talking trash about us all offseason, they're going to love us now. Don't pay any attention to that. All that matters is what's in this locker room. They've got to take that attitude forward.
On the option. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. From the shotgun, they'll run it. There he goes. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game.
And I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He's going to run it. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Trying play action. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone. He tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. He's got it, 1st down and more. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Holding. Offense.
What an unfortunate penalty there. They thought they'd converted the 4th down. Instead, they'll have to try it again. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. Tulsa is down right now, but this young man under center has shown some moxie today. We could see a legend born in Chapman Stadium. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Rice.
Back to pass, it's Proctor. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield.
Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Panthers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks? That's just ridiculous.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Fires one high and deep. He's got it inside the 25. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. The give on the inside. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. The Panthers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll try the run. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Proctor. They've got the screen set up. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Got out of trouble and throws. Fakes the grab. He's not going to get there. A big stop for this defense on fourth down. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. And now, Jesse, the art here is to find the balance between milking the clock and trying to get another score.
I think if you're the coaching staff, too, you like to see your team play its best in the fourth quarter, right? Defense just did their job, so offense now, David, has to go out and handle their business.
Yeah, you got the momentum. Because of the defense, they've given you some momentum. They've given you a great opportunity to take hold of this game and really put a stamp on it.
At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. Off play action. Now rolling to the left. Bought a little time, lets it go. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
We know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Snagged in the middle, it's Butler. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
One of the things I love about this running back, he can run a lot of different types of routes. I like the job on the angle route there, putting his foot in the ground, crossing the defender's face, and making it an easy pitch and catch for the QB.
The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week, and for the first week, they get it done.
That great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season, but 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for.